Last week on IMTP, the contestants were shaken up by a little change in the elimination process, and Eleanor got voted off by the contestants, although it was a close race between her and Ty. The judges did pick a winner though, and it was Charlie who got to pick the challenge for this episode.
I'm going to go with the product shot for sure.
Your forte?
All day long.
Yeah.
If that's alright.
Okay, that's no problem. Well, the challenge is a bottle of water. They have to take a picture of a totally mundane object and make it into an ad. Let's see how they do.
I've done what I think if Tiffany and Co, the jewellery company, if they ever brought out a bottle of water and how they would market it. It's called Valentina. It's my favourite girl's name, so.
Now Charlie was the winner of the last challenge and he got to choose this challenge. Let's see how he does.
It's a Tesco's finest bottle of gin, so I just like the shape of the bottle and I think it works really well. I think the judging was a lot better for me last week. Definitely my best challenge so far, obviously. I just thought it was really, really good.
Forrest has managed to keep away from the elimination zone with good passes in the previous episodes. Can he keep up the consistency?
Anyway, we got to work with an incredibly intense subject this week. I mean, it was mind-bogglingly amazing. It was just, I could not... It's a bottle of water. Anyway, we were supposed to do that. We were supposed to make it very captivating, interesting, and so I employed hot lights in the studio. And so there was a lot of testing going on. There was a lot of play in the studio because I was operating on the principle of, what the hell am I doing? Mostly what I was doing was just playing with different themes and ideas, playing with color, playing with movement, and those didn't really work. But I did take away some experience from that, and I added it to the final image, and the image was slowly evolving throughout the billions of hours I spent in the studio.
And I think the first thing that came to mind when I heard about the challenge is I wanted something that was visually striking, but very simple, very clean looking. I did it. I inverted it. I hung the glass bottle with basically fishing line. Take the cap off, and all the water would drain out, and it would splash into the glass below.
Okay, interesting idea. Not sure what the judges are going to think though.
Except what I decided to do with my print ad was to pitch a product that was aimed towards men. Why men? Well, to my eyes, a lot of the existing advertising around water products are really quite feminine. They are always about crystal clear white and blues, purity, clarity, freshness, etc, etc. They all kinda look alike. I created a type design in Illustrator and cut out the letters afterward. This was then pasted onto the bottle with temporary spray glue, after which I removed the white space between the type. I then spray painted it a couple of layers of white, and after that a coat of bright red. And for this shoot I only had myself to work with, so I kinda went back and forth on managing the lighting and keeping the subject wet, as you'll see in a couple of moments. As for explaining the image, I think it's better if I just leave that to voiceover extraordinaire and ex-IMTP contestant Michael Meinhardt.
Strong water, keeping the designated driver happy since 1894.
Well, I don't like advertising and I don't like studio work, both of which this totally involves. My concept was a wall of water. I wanted to freeze the water with, the water on one side of the frame and the model on the other with the wall of water approaching her. Aside from kind of looking cool, I also thought, I could kind of interpret it in this way of a barrage of ads heading towards the hapless consumer. I purposely did not put any kind of text in there because, again, I hate ads, and so I ripped off the sticker off the water bottle. There was nothing on the water bottle. There are no words in the photograph because I think, well, if you have to put words in the ad itself, you kind of failed while she was doing this. Fortunately, we got it after a couple shots, and I didn't have to keep asking her to repeat and have more water thrown at her over and over and over and over.
Splash your friend in the face. Yeah, chuck it at her face. Bottle in the face, bottle her. Yeah, blast her.
Surprisingly enough, everybody was in good spirits, and it was kind of fun, surprisingly, like I said, because I didn't like the subject matter again, and I didn't like the studio environment. But it was fun, because we were laughing, and throwing water around just makes everybody laugh.
Unfortunately, Max didn't submit a video. He didn't have much time for it. So let's just do song and a dance. Well, I'm not going to sing. Let's do the dance. There you go. Max, Max, Max. So this is his photo anyway. Natasha's photo didn't please the judges last week. Will she be back on form for this challenge?
I had no idea about advertisements, so the first thing I did was a research. I looked through some websites about advertisement to understand the main things about this photo style and find some inspiration.
Now this is interesting because Natasha didn't do exactly that well with the last challenge, reportage. She does very good portraits. I'm a bit worried what she's going to come up with here.
According to my research, there are two main things about the advertisement photography. The first one is that your idea should be very bright. All the people are surrounded by thousands of advertisements every day, and if the idea is conceptual, it will be noticed. The second thing is that your idea should be very clear to make all the people to understand the concept and remember it. As for my concept, I decided to use the idea that water is very fresh, very clear and very useful and effective for your body. And we have a new model for this shooting. She's very talented and attractive, and she's just gorgeous. Let me show you. It's a goldfish! Woo! I bought it today, and her name is Alambi.
First, I had different ideas that came through my mind about what type of brand did I want. Different things that came to mind, different brands that I was thinking about pitching was holy water, held to a higher standard, something like that. With clouds parting. Kung Fu water, water with a punch. But of course, I'd have to hold it like that. Ninja water, where the bottle water would be flying at you, kind of like that. Ultimately, I wanted to get away from studio photography, get outside to an environment, so I went with a more outdoorsy theme. I went with glacier water, better than just water, bottled by Eskimos.
No Eskimos? Bottled by Eskimos. We want to see the Eskimos. Oh, it's not authentic enough.
In going outdoors, I wanted to capture the product in an environment that best represents the brand. Clean, refreshing, natural water. The only problem now is the brand is glacier water and there's no snow around. And because of that, I knew the finished print ad would need a little bit of Photoshop magic. With that in mind, I needed a photo that captured what my brand represented.
We took the photos to our two judges. Now, some people have been complaining about the quality of our judges. So for this week, we've got a new one. It's Mark II. Okay, Mark II. Let's check out the photos for this week. So, bit hot.
I'm dying.
Okay. We lied.
Okay.
It's Mark. It's Mark. Okay.
It's me.
Yeah.
Can't get rid of me.
Yeah. Yeah. It's tough. Mark Chung and Graham Uden, both pro-togs with plenty of experience as commercial photographers. Here's what they had to say about the photos. Okay. What's going on here? Bang. There we go. Here we go. So what Graham's actually doing is he's strapped a camera to his head. So it's like one of those first-person shooters. You get to see what the
photographer sees.
Yeah. One. Guess whose photo that is?
I have no idea. It's very hard to have personality show through.
So what do you think about the photo?
Well, it says bottled by Eskimos, so I'm guessing Hessel's.
No.
No, okay.
Glacier water.
Glacier water looks cold. It's okay. It's nice. Yep. It's hard to show your personality through advertising.
Yeah.
But it's nice.
I think it's all right.
Okay. It's nice.
One more look at Lambie.
There you go, money
Wave.
shot.
Wave, Lambie. Wave.
Okay,
Very
that's
nice,
the 15-second preview over Bottled by Eskimos.
Okay. Well, he's spent a lot of money there on going to the Alps on location to shoot that. So that's points for the location.
You like?
Yeah, it looks like an ad.
Yeah. Good.
Good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Simple. Okay.
Execution-wise, it's nice. Just technically, the white background and the droplets are lost in the detail here. Good idea.
Yes.
Font echo. Well, I like that. I like the fact that the fish is, jumping out of its bowl to get into the bottle of fresh water. So it's nice. It's a nice idea.
Concept is obvious.
Concept is good.
Yeah.
Concept obvious, and it works. I like it.
Okay.
I like it. Nicely shot. Everything's clear. I like it. Nice idea. I like that one.
Boom.
Okay, nice tagline.
Yeah, he's trying to make an advert, a brand of water that is manly water.
Okay.
So
so he actually made the fake.
Yeah.
Oh, it's just
Strong water.
Strong water. It's a good idea. It's well thought out. It's obviously some thoughts going into this one. Like.
His brand
Strong water.
for man, for
Strong
real
water
men.
for men. Strong water.
Yeah.
Well, it's strong water, but I wouldn't have shot that in a nightclub with a girly glass next to it. If it's strong water,
Yeah,
I would have had a
good point.
bricklayer drinking that on top of
Yeah.
a high-rise or something.
Yeah.
And
he's drinking concrete mix, eating concrete mix for breakfast.
So I think there's kind of mixed signals there with that. It's a nice nightclubby kind of feel. Looks like a bottle of vodka, and yet they're saying keeping the designated driver happy. Well, you shouldn't drink and drive for one, but for a start. But water, I guess, is okay. But this does look to me like a alcoholic beverage shot, bottle of vodka in a nightclub.
Or maybe a Alco Pop, one of those flavoured vodka drinks.
Yes.
Yeah. For kids or girls. I'll probably get in trouble for saying it's for girls, but whatever. Yeah,
So-
maybe a pub. A pub would be better.
Yeah, a pub
really-
with a big hairy hand on it.
Yeah,
saying,
your hand.
Strong water.
Yeah. We could use Graham.
Yeah.
Look at those
Look at
guns.
those. Look at that.
Yeah. Let's watch the football and look at some porn.
Yeah.
Yeah, something like that. Number 4. Oh, yeah, that's the right way around.
Is it?
Yeah. The text.
Okay, it's a little confusing.
Yeah.
And if we're comparing these two head-on, this graphically works a lot better than this one. It is more successful in a way, and technically, the highlights in the wrong places. It's blocking out the
brand,
the brand and logo.
Yeah.
It's been shot the correct way up, and then they turned it upside down. So interesting. Some points there for the idea.
Yeah. But there's a big but there, is there?
Well, a but would be the lighting. I mean, the lighting is not great. Lighting bottles.
Messed up the branding.
Lighting bottles is quite a technique.
Yeah.
Quite an art. So difficult one. But that's where it fails really, is on the lighting for that shot. But the idea is good. I like the idea.
Right now, Jose, he kept saying that he hates advertising. So his idea is that this is bombardment of advertising on the consumer.
If he hadn't explained it, I would have gone a lot further to have the water splashing directly onto her body, it's attacking her in a way. So because for a bombardment shot to work, she's looking at the wrong place to begin with. Her line of vision is not looking at the bottle, so she's not being attacked.
Interesting shot. It's a shame she's not looking at the bottle.
That's exactly what Mark said. So this was apparently shot, they had the bottle there and she got wet. Now, would you have done it differently? Would you have done it separate in a separate shot? And then you don't need to...
It's always nice if you can do it in the same shot, because then you get the... immediately you get the person actually looking at what's happening, rather than when you shoot things separately, you've always got to make sure they gel, they've got to be looking in the right place, whereas if you do it in one shot...
I would do more bottles.
Yeah.
There'd be death by bottles. And now I don't feel a threat.
So here we are. Forests.
Compared to some others, this is just a little bit weak.
Yeah.
To get, if he's trying to get a message across to as life.
My God, I wouldn't want to drink that. You won't be living for long, I think, if you drank that.
Well, you're drinking in a galaxy, aren't you?
Well, either your galaxy or it looks like a silicone breast or something. It looks like a... I'm not really sure what that is, but...
I don't even know what a silicone breast looks like. I mean, covered.
I've got one, I'll show you. You want to see one?
Hey? Silicone breast?
No, I don't really. Silicone implants.
Yep.
To me, it doesn't look very inviting. I wouldn't really want to drink that.
I think you get poisoned if you drink silicone.
Yeah.
Next one. Next. Now he's thinking of a luxury brand of water. What would it be like if Tiffany & Co. released their own brand of water?
Yeah, this also works. This week's it's going to be a hard one to judge.
Now this is Charlie's photo. He picked the challenge for this week.
So it's nicely executed. When you read the copy, it draws you to the bottle, and together with a Tiffany-like box and diamonds, and you get the story and a nice. This is a nice use of typeface.
Luxury, okay, still water with a little sparkle. Okay, I would have liked to have seen a little sparkle somewhere.
Yeah.
Photoshopped in. Still water with a little sparkle. I guess.
You mean not just in the diamonds, actually here as well?
Yeah, Valentina.
Yeah.
Okay. But the okay, there is a sparkle. There's a little sparkle.
Just a tiny little.
Tiny one. Okay, that's quite nice. Yeah, and the bottle's quite nicely lit. You can clearly see the logo. You can clearly see the bottle. So, lighting-wise, this is
pretty.
It's better.
Okay. It's the last photo, Max.
I'm confused. It's not. If he's selling thirst, the guy doesn't look thirsty enough. And I don't see a Coke bottle. I don't see a thirsty person. And if the subject is a bottle of water, the bottle is not prominent enough.
Well, it's not very imaginative.
Yep.
Guy gliding a bottle of water. Not very imaginative.
So if you were a client and you kind of asked a photographer to
I
make an ad,
won't be happy with that.
Yeah.
You know, the bottle's all squished. You know, you can see the plastic bottle has been squished, and he's got this guy opening his lug hole, sticking a bottle down it. So I think not very impressed with that one.
Okay. So that's our 8 photos. Who do you think has the best photo for this week?
I'll say these two are tied.
Okay.
Easily, for me, I think the best would be this one.
As it turned out, this week there were 3 winning photos. We called up the contestants to let them know their fate. So Charlie, we took your photo to the judges. We had Mark and we had Graham. In fact, Mark actually said your photo was best.
What? That's insane. That's wicked.
along with Hessel's, your photo was deemed by Mark Chung to be the best photo.
Oh, thank you, Mark.
He really liked your photo. He really liked the photo. Graham actually picked this photo out as the favourite.
So cute.
Now the judges were separate this time, so Graham picked this out as the winner, but Mark also picked out photos which he thought were the winners. So this week, as there are 3 winners, the winner can't actually choose the photo because there's actually 3 of you. Choose the challenge for next week. But anyway, let me tell you how it's happening this week. It's not quite the same as last week.
New rules again?
Kind of. How the elimination works this week is that the judges pick the photo that they think is the weakest, and then they get put up for elimination. However, it's up to the contestants to evaluate which photo they think is good enough to be given a second chance. Who do you think should be up for elimination?
I would say Max.
Okay.
The least amount of effort really is definitely, been this one. This is the least amount of effort. This one is the worst.
They have decided, Max, that you're actually up for elimination this week. I'm sorry to say.
I don't know how to react.
I like the idea of this, cut above the rest.
Yep.
This one is quite nicely shot.
Yep.
These 2 are nice. So it comes down to these 2. I don't really like, because I just drink life and there's this bottle of silicone. I think because of the message that gives, I would say that is the worst.
What, silicone breasts?
Silicone breasts that I would not want to drink.
It's not good for your health.
No.
Forrest, you are actually up for elimination this week.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah.
Fascinating.
They each cast a vote, and in the end, despite being a close call, there was only one person that got eliminated. So, there we have it. The contestants have made their vote. Stay tuned for the next episode to see who gets voted off. See ya. Subscribe.